20 most tryhard pickaxe and gliders in Fortnite. Some Fortnite tryhards use gliders with glitch animations so they don't get beamed at the air, and some that will buy a pickaxe just for the sound effect that it has. So in today's video, I'll be naming the 20 most tryhard pickaxe and gliders in Fortnite. Make sure you watch the full video to let me know an item you didn't know was tryhard. Though before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe, and if you do, please leave your Epic Games username so you can be entered into a super awesome 50,000 subscribers giveaway. Number 20, the Mako, one of the most tryhard and OG gliders in Fortnite. The Mako was released in Season 1 and can have been bought for only 500 V-Bucks. Then this glider returned to the item shop once after Season 1, and that was by accident. And with Fortnite being a brand new game, when this item was first released, a lot of people didn't buy items, unless they wanted to buy it for an experiment or buy it just because they like how it looked. And then most of the people that own the Mako have multiple OG items in Fortnite if Fortnite hasn't released them again into the item shop, and are pretty good at the game. Number 19, the Reaper axe. The Reaper was one of those items in Fortnite that was really hyped up in the first couple of seasons, and people would even buy an account to get the Reaper axe on it. But later, after Fortnite started releasing the rare items into the item shop again, the Reaper was one of the first to be re-released.
Put it back. That's so sad. Yeah. I mean, I'm buying it, yeah.
This pickaxe costs 800 V-Bucks, then some players would even get scared if they heard someone in their lobby with the Reaper axe. But now the Reaper is still a little tryhard, but nowhere near as tryhard and popular as it used to be before Fortnite released it again. Next up, number 18 on the list is the Gold Crowbar, and Bullbar. All of these are basically the same, just with a different color or a small little detail. The Gold Bar was released in the double agent pack and it's just the regular crowbar, but instead of it being silver, they changed it to gold so it can go with more gold and yellow items. Then the crowbar is the oldest out of these three and is what made them tryhard because of how clean and simple it looks. Then the Bullbar is just the Valentine's version of it, and then it's pink with a bow. Next at number 17 on the list is the default umbrella. It's some tryhards who like using the default items to look bad, but in reality they're really good at the game, just like how people used to use the old default skins in the old default pickaxe. But they didn't change the default umbrella like how they did with the skins in the pickaxe, and is used by some tryhards who don't want to spend a lot of money on gliders or Fortnite items. Or they just don't care what gliders they use since they're not going to be deploying it a lot. But the good thing about the umbrellas is that they're really quiet compared to most gliders. Next at number 16 on the list is the Whisper. The Whisper is a Star Wars series glider that was released on December 14th, 2019. And all you had to do to unlock this glider was attend the Star Wars live event. You might be wondering, how is this glider tryhard? But what makes it tryhard is the animation that it has when you deploy it, which makes it hard for players to kill you when gliding. And with this glider being like that, a lot of pros used to use it before Fortnite released more gliders like this that are even better. Number 15, the Magic Wings. A glider that doesn't have a very tryhard animation but looks really good and is a one-on-one style glider. With Fortnite not having any other gliders that's similar to the Magic Wings, this glider is basically used by tryhards who spend a lot of V-Bucks on items and almost get every tryhard item in the game. Then this glider also has a really cool sound effect, and it's just really cool how the wings are a glider. Because most of the wings in Fortnite are usually back blings, then the total cost of this glider is 1,500 V-Bucks. Moving on to number 14 on the list is the Studded Axe, the smoothest and quietest pickaxe in Fortnite that looks really good with tryhard skins if you're trying to make a combo without doing too much. You'll see this pickaxe used in a lot of montages because of how smooth it makes you look and feel. It's like this pickaxe secretly boosts your FPS, and then you can buy the Studded Axe for 800 V-Bucks if you do plan on getting it. But the crazy thing is that the skin that was released with the Studded Axe is a really underrated skin, the Fortune. Next up at number 13 on the list is the one-shot umbrella. This umbrella is really simple, and once again, most tryhards are in love with simple items in Fortnite. That's why most of them even get really simple gamer tags or epic names. But the one-shot could have been unlocked if you completed the Wick bounty challenges. And this glider is just like most of the other umbrellas, but it's blacked out and can go really well on skins like the Commando and more 800 V-Bucks skins on that style. So you can see why it's tryhard and why tryhards love it. Moving on to number 12 on the list is the Harley Hitter. The Harley Hitter can be bought for 800 V-Bucks and was released with the Harley Quinn, or you can have bought the bundle for 2,000 V-Bucks and got 2 pickaxes and the skin. And this pickaxe is really tryhard because it's Harley Quinn's baseball bat that's really simple as well. Then the Harley Hitter doesn't return to the item shop as often as some of the tryhard items on the list because they were released with the Gotham City items, which hasn't been seen in a good while. Then I see players like Scoped and more controller pros using the Harley Hitter when I'm watching their stream. Next at number 11 on the list is the Snowflake Umbrella. This umbrella could have been unlocked from winning a game in Chapter 1 Season 2, and you know only tryhards own this glider if they were getting wins in Season 2 or even been playing since Season 2, even though some players might have bought an account and the account they bought has the Snowflake glider on it. And this is another one of those umbrellas that's very simple, but if you see someone gliding on you, just automatically start cranking 90s because that's what they're gonna do when they land. However, next up at number 10 on the list is the Icebreaker. The Icebreaker is actually one of the cheaper items on the list compared to the others, and this pickaxe has been known as a tryhard axe for a good while. People even used to use it when the soccer skins were popular as a tryhard skin. Then if you were wondering how cheap this pickaxe is, it can be bought for 500 V-Bucks, and you can use it on more serious and older tryhard skins. And I don't think the Icebreaker will ever lose its spot of being tryhard, like some skin that noobs turn to bite skins that used to be used by tryhards. Moving on to number 9 on the list is the Coil Cruiser. This is one of Fortnite's funniest and coolest gliders because of the sound effect that it has when you're gliding. This glider plays like a tropical song that's really relaxing to hear. Then the look that it has is very unique because it's a coral reef. This glider was released with the FISHSTICK and was something I didn't expect to become tryhard, but when Benji Fish used to wear the FISHSTICK all the time, he also used to use this glider, and he made it a tryhard glider as well, because a lot of other sweaty pros started buying it. Number 8, the Vision Axe. Another shovel like the Icebreaker, but it looks more cartoonish. The Vision can be bought for 800 V-Bucks, which is a little more pricey than the Icebreaker, and it goes better with more skins. The Vision was released with delays and it became tryhard very fast just from the style that it has. Then the blinking after the Vision has is pretty lit, and with it being like that, you can use it on almost any Halloween skin, then you have a perfect combo. But it does look like something that would have been released with the Fortnite mares. Moving on to number 7 on the list is the Bombs Away. This glider was released in Chapter 2 Season 2's Battle Pass. This glider could have been obtained from reaching level 26 and was one of the first gliders that players could stand on top of instead of hanging from. And then because of this glider being TNT's glider, you will have an option to unlock a second style for this glider, depending on if you chose Ghost or Shadow version of her. And then with most of the Fortnite gliders costing V-Bucks, people just use this one since it looks clean and you get it from the Battle Pass. Next at number 6 on the list is the Candy and Minty Axe. These are basically the same items as well, just like the crowbars, but Fortnite made the Minty where it could have been unlocked from buying a Fortnite item from a store that had the Minty codes. And a lot of people were even doing clickbait Minty giveaways, but it's basically just as tryhard as the Candy Axe that was released first and returns in December around Christmas. You'll see more people using the Candy Axe than the Minty, and I guess because the Candy Axe is an item shop item, it has more colors in it and is brighter, while the Minty Axe is on a Halloween style and looks evil. Next at number 5 on the list is the Astral Cyclone. This glider could have been unlocked from attending the Travis Scott live event, and you have got it for free. This glider is probably the most used glider that you can stand on because players in Scrim use it for the animation that it has so they won't get killed while rotating in in-game situations. Then Scope even used this glider while he's streaming because getting aimbotted at the air is probably one of the most annoying things that happens, and it just makes you so mad because you can't do anything. Moving on to number 4 on the list is the Driver. This is another pickaxe that can be bought for 500 V-Bucks and is the most used and most overused pickaxe in Fortnite. Everyone either wants the Driver or already owns the Driver, and it's one of those items you put on your combo if you can't think of anything else to use. Then probably 50% of the people watching this video probably owns the Driver, and then the other 50 want the Driver when it comes back to the item shop. Then the Driver is going to remain tryhard for a long time because of how simple and clean it looks, and the sound is actually a really good sound.
Let's change it now.
Can you send me a video?
Woo! Let's go!
Next at number 3 on the list is the Drago clone glider. This glider was released with the Fortnite Deadpool items, and it's another one of those gliders that your player stands on, which makes it hard to get shot while using. But unlike the other gliders that you stand on, this one had a very overpowered animation when you pulled it out, where no one could kill you out the air unless his driver is using his aimbot.
Oh my gosh, man! Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Did you just end the game? I don't think so. I don't think so. What?
That's pretty fair. I think that's kind of fair.
What? You think that's kind of fair?
That as well is kind of fair.
Are those all guys over there on the right?
No. I don't know what all these are.
What?
Dead, though.
But Fortnite fixed this bug very fast a few days after YouTubers made videos about it, and you can have refunded the Drago coin if you want it. Next at number 2 on the list is the Starone. The new most tryhard pickaxe in Fortnite that's not as common as the Driver and looks better than the Driver and goes very well on any skin. This pickaxe can be bought for 800 V-Bucks as well. Then the star one is more colorful and it's just very addicting to use once you buy it. It's gonna become one of your favorite pickaxes to use because of how good it looks. And then number one on the list is the Astral Champions. And I honestly don't really have to explain why this pickaxe is tryhard because you know the people who own it won the FNCS. And watch one of the videos on the screen and subscribe, or watch me listing top 20s.